The vacuum bomb. Have you ever imagined sitting safely at home and suddenly, without any warning, the air is sucked out of your lungs and you can't breathe? Or in a split second, you turn to dust as if you were never born, and the place where you stood becomes just a shadow printed on the wall. The human being who built the greatest civilizations is the same one who devised the smartest weapons. It was created by humans and used against whom? In fifth place is the vacuum bomb, or as experts call it, the choking terror weapon. Imagine with me, after just a fraction of a second, the spark ignites the entire cloud at once. The explosion generates terrifying heat that vaporizes anything nearby. But the worst part is not here. The worst part is the vacuum. The explosion consumes all the oxygen in the area in an instant and creates a massive reverse pressure. This means if someone was hiding in a shelter in Afghanistan against fighters in caves, and later in the Chechen War to level entire neighborhoods to the ground. And America didn't hold back either. In fourth place is the atomic nuclear bomb, the weapon that divided history into before and after. Here, we are no longer talking about gunpowder and fuel. We have started to play with the foundation of the universe, the atom. The idea of the bomb relies on fission, meaning we take an unstable uranium or plutonium. At the moment of the explosion, the temperature at the center reached millions of degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the sun. The people who were close to the center didn't feel pain. They didn't scream or run. They simply vaporized, disappearing from existence. The only thing that remained of them were their shadows imprinted on the walls of buildings and sidewalks, because their bodies blocked. Those who survived the explosion faced an invisible enemy, radiation. Their bodies began to collapse from within. Strange diseases. Cancers and genetic deformities persisted for generations. The atomic bomb proved to humanity that it could wipe out an entire city in a second. But unfortunately, human ambition for destruction did not stop here. This was just the beginning. In third place is the electromagnetic pulse bomb. This weapon will not tear your body apart or vaporize your city, but it will send you back to the Stone Age. Imagine with me, a nuclear bomb explodes at a very high altitude in the atmosphere. You won't hear a sound and you won't feel the pressure, but suddenly, due to hunger, thirst, lack of medicine, and total chaos. Who was it used against? Fortunately, it has not been used in a full-scale war yet, but America tested this effect. In a test called Starfish Prime in 1962, they detonated a bomb in space over the Pacific Ocean. The result was that electricity and the nuclear explosion is just to generate enough heat to initiate the primary explosion. The power of this bomb is not measured in kilotons, but in megatons. To grasp the horror, the Soviet Union created a bomb. Against whom was it used? Fortunately, it was not used against any city. Its use would mean the erasure of an entire country from the map in one blow. These weapons exist today in the arsenals of great powers as deterrents. And we have reached the first place, the cobalt bomb, or as it is called in military circles, the Doomsday weapon. This material turns into radioactive and lethal cobalt-60, which is released into the atmosphere. This radioactive dust will be carried by the wind. في اختبار اسمه ستارفيش برايم سنة 1962 فجروا قنبلة بالفضاء فوق المحيط الهادئ. النتيجة الكهرباء والاتصالات انقطعت في أجزاء من جزر هاواي اللي كانت تبعد مئات الكيلومترات عن الانفجار. مجرد تجربة اثبتت انه ضغطة زر وحدة قادرة تنهي الحياة. الحديثة في المرتبة عنها بالمرتبة الرابعة واللي مسحت هيروشيما في القنبلة الهيدروجينية. القنبلة الذرية هذه كلها تستخدم الانفجار الذري هو بس عشان يولد حرارة كافية لتشغيل الانفجار الأساسي. قوة هذه القنبلة ما بتنقاس بالكيلوطن بل بالميغاطن. عشان تستوعبوا الرعب، الاتحاد السوفيتي صنع قنبلة اسمها قنبلة القيصر. لما جربوها قوة الانفجار كانت بتعادل 3800 ضعف قنبلة هيروشيما. سحابة الانفجار وصلت لارتفاع 64 كيلومتر، يعني أعلى من مرات. ضد مين استخدمت؟ لحسن الحظ لم تستخدم ضد أي مدينة استخدامها من الخريطة بضربة واحدة. هذه الأسلحة موجودة اليوم في ترسانات الدول العظمى كرادع. وصلنا للمرتبة الأولى، كامبلا الكوبالت أو زي ما بيسموها بالدوائر العسكرية، سلاح يوم القيامة. كل الأسلحة اللي ذكرناها سابقا هدفها إنك تدمر العدو عشان تربح الحرب، لكن قنبلة الكوبالت انصنعت. يربح إن صنعت عشان تنهي الحياة على كوكب الأرض. الفكرة شيطانية ببساطة، قنبلة نووية عادية بس مغلفة بمادة تتحول هذه المادة لكوبالت ستون المشع والقاتل، واللي بيتطاير للغلاف الجوي. هذا الغبار الإشعاعي رح تحمله الرياح لكل مكان بالكوكب. ما رح يموت الناس من الانفجار، رح يموتوا من الإشعاع اللي رح يغطي الأرض كلها. والأسوأ هذا الإشعاع ما بيختفي بيومين. سطح الأرض رح يموت ضد مين؟ استخدمت لم تستخدم. ويقال إنه لم يتم تصنيع